Hello and welcome to CKE 10,001's gaming channel. In this video, we'll look at my Ayakashi Triangle 8 Wind deck profile, English version. Alright, so I guess we'll start by looking at the level zeros. There's a lot of one-ups in this deck build, so you can try different ratios to meet your play style. So first off, I'm running 3 copies of Ayakashi Triangle Suzu. It's your Riki to help get your level 1s into hand, so you can do your level 1 combo with plus. So 3 of those. 4 copies of the trial deck Life as a Girl Matsuri Clean Cut. It can also pump power, because the runners and I guess 4K marker beaters are in my other decks. So I'm running this as an early advantage card. I'm running one of fix that. I'm running one of Memories of Childhood Suzu. When this card attacks, you can discard a card. If you do, look at top 4 to grab a character and put the rest in your waiting room. Kind of running this in all my decks along with the Riki. So one of that. I'm just gonna grab this. Might be easier to go through it like that. So temporary day life Matsuri on play. You can from hand. You can put a character from your hand into your clock and look at top 3 to grab any card. Helps you get a climax card if you need it for your climax combo. This turns your wind triggers into salvage triggers by paying 1, and you can rest this to give a character 1,000 power until end of turn. It's actually a lot more useful than this card may need to go up to 2, because I don't know, sure. Felt it was really good in cleaning my stock and salvaging characters. Kind of one out. All your other Omiko City gets 500 power, and has act, pay 1, rest this, choose 2 level 0 characters in your opponent's center stage and put them into waiting room. So this helps with the Hall Live standby matchup because their characters are level 0. And then 1 copy of Woman of Everlasting Lucy. It's a 0 stock bomber, and when this card is placed on stage, when this card is put into the waiting room from the stage, you can discard a card. If you do, look at top 4 to grab a level 1 or higher card, and then discard the rest. More mill. Your climax swapper, and Sweet Time Together Suzu and Matsuri. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, you may choose the bottom card of your clock and 1 Omiko character in your waiting room and exchange them. Maybe help color fix if you need it. And when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can pay 1, pitch a card. If you do, look at top 2 cards of your deck, put them on top of your deck in any order, choose 1 Omiko City character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. So it's an on play, pay 1, discard, salvage, but you can also look at the top 2 cards of your deck for knowledge. 2 copies of Chibi Yayoi. On the turn it's placed. When this card attacks, you can pay 1, pitch 2, and search your deck for 2 characters. 3 copies of the Brainstormer, specific to the wind trigger. Also, at the beginning of your climax phase, you can choose one of your characters, and that character gets a following ability until the end of turn. When this card attacks, look at top card of your deck, put it on top of your deck or into your waiting room. Self-rest Brainstormer for 5. Because it checks specifically for wind, and for each climax with the wind trigger revealed during the brainstorm, you can salvage a character. And then your level 1 combo, which is what makes the deck interesting. Suited up Matsuri. During your turn, if you have another character, this card gets plus 3,000 power. Oh, sorry about that. And when this card attacks, if unexpected... Try to get focus and frame. When this card attacks, if unexpected shenanigans is in your climax area and you have 3 or more other characters, look at top 3 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 Omiko City character from among them, reveal it to your opponent, put your hand, put the rest into your waiting room, and then reveal the top card of your deck. If that card has a soul trigger icon, you can put it into your stock. You may put it into your stock, so you don't have to. So 4 copies of this. 2 copies of Delivery Worker Matsuri. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can discard a card. If you do, look at top 4 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card with a soul trigger icon in it, reveal to your own opponent, put it in your hand, put the rest into your waiting room. So technically you can actually grab your climaxes off this effect too, because it has a soul trigger icon. 1 copy of Working Behind the Scenes Rail. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can put a climax from your hand into your waiting room and put 1 other character from the stage into your waiting room. If you do, choose 1 climax in your waiting room and return it to your hand. So it's a climax swap, but without costing stock, sacking a character instead. 1 copy of Chibi Lucy. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, this card gets X power. X equals the number of Omiko City characters you have times 100. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, if you have 4 or more Omiko City characters, you can choose a Omiko City character in your waiting room and put it into your stock, so it refunds you. Then 4 copies of Unprecedented Decision Matsuri. During your turn, this card gets plus 500 power for your other Omiko City characters, and when this card attacks, you can pay 1. If you do, perform 2 trigger checks during the trigger step. So we have 4, then 3 1-ups. A 3K memory kick backup. Grammy Hunter's Lucy, which is your early play change buddish backup. And Craftsman Exorcist Ninja Rail. Your opponent's characters cannot be returned to their hand by your wind effects, trigger climax effects. When you trigger check a climax with the wind trigger icon, if you do not have another copy of this, you can choose one of your opponent's characters and put it into their stock. If you do, put the bottom card of your opponent's stock into their waiting room. And it has a act rest. This card, choose one of your characters. That character gets plus 3,000 power until end of turn. So let me refocus that so you can see it. So 3 effects on it. And 3 copies of the early play Rayo. If you have 4 or more, it gets -1 level in your hand. And on play, you can either look at top 3 to grab a card or heal. And when this card attacks, if you have another character, this card gets plus 3,000 power until the end of turn. And 4 copies of your finisher. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can heal. And when this card attacks, if unaccustomed sight is in your climax area, you can pay 1. If you do, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, shuffle your deck, and deal X damage to your opponent. X equals the number of soul trigger icons revealed amongst those cards. So I'm not really a fan of that finisher, but it's part of the 8-win deck package, so I'm gonna try it out, I guess. And I'm running 1 copy of Domestic Matsuri. During your turn, this card gets +1 power, and when this card is placed on stage, you can look at top 3 cards of your deck, put them on top of your deck in any order, and choose up to one of your opponent's characters to return it to their hand. The last 8 cards are the class cards. Unexpected Shamelessness, which is for your level 1 combo. And Unaccustomed Sight, which is for your level 3 combo. Alright, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, check EncoreDecks.com and a link in the description below to see an overview of this deck build.